Okay, so we're doing an evening update. I made it into town. Nothing crazy happened, which is rad. I picked up some mail and got this little 28-inch. I'm going to use it for felling. It's like a boy's axe, I guess they're called. Got some new wedges, which is radical. I got these from Jerry's. I also got a 28-inch bar and chain from Dave for 30 bucks, a used one at Jerry's. I want to show you these tools that I have because I haven't had the right tools. I've been doing everything with a file. Thanks to Buck and Billy Ray Smith on the internet for teaching me and everybody. Here's an old axe head that I found. Gonna maybe put it on the 28-inch boy's handle. I'm just trying to get used to like the skinnier stuff. Like this is pretty rad. I have a bent handle that has like a Collins head on it. And yeah, that's what the next videos are going to be. I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix some of the stuff. The first axe that I made, I need to fix the handle, but the thing rips. It's awesome. And check it out, I finally have these tools. We have the lanyard with the scare rope, I guess they're called. Scare line. I don't know, but I have to climb a tree. I have to climb a bunch of trees to fall. And that's what I'm going to use. The top handle thing that I got from Dan Anderson. These are the new saws. Check it out. We got the 2100 CD that I'm learning all about from Donnie Walker, how to fix this thing up. I got this from Tim Holcomb. And then here's the MS460 that I got from Tim. I fired that up today. That's what the 28-inch bar is going to go on. I might have just already told you all this. But this is my little creative space. And it's just something I never thought I'd ever have. I built it when those storms came. And yeah, I also have a 32-inch bar that I got from Tim that's going to go on the 460. I just need a 24-inch bar and then I have everything all the way. And I get to do some Alaska sawmill stuff that I got from my friend Christopher Corleen, who's, taught me more than anybody really out here. And I'm just really excited because I finally have all the tools. It's huge. And the spikes that I got from Tim. So yeah, I'm going to use the old rickety phone. I'm going to make these videos. I'm just doing it because I'm an artist, And today I got a photo from Dwayne Peters, which is the best thing I've ever. It's more rad than the Babe Ruth baseball. The wrapping was the most awesome artistic thing I've seen. It was made out of a paper bag and like a recycled paper bag and taped together. And it says, "Do not bend." And it's him doing a sweeper at the Gold Cup. It's like the first step as he's doing it. 1980. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just watching the fear disappear, one thing at a time. And now I have all the tools to like fix up the vans and fix up the different things that I need to fix up. So I just have to not be scared, which I'm trying to show by example, that you get nowhere if you're living in fear. And yeah, it's good to connect the dots with your childhood traumas, but, once you finish that picture, just let it go. Yeah, it's truthfully, full truth. The hardest part is like, man, I love my mom dearly, and I love my sister dearly, and I love my dad dearly. But it's like there's just no communication now when I try really hard to just, it's always that I'm the crazy one. It's like, okay, we figured that out. So like, okay, let me just be the crazy one. But the crazy one, came all the way out into the woods. This was all trees when I got out here. A couple of the lots, were barely any money at all. And I just went and I did it. And all I can do is just show everybody that they can do it too. And that's what my mission is. Because it's all I have is love, you know? And I've been misunderstood my entire life, so I'm just trying to show that who cares? Just keep doing you all the way. All the way. Yeah, and just let it go. The dark stuff will just be following in your shadow no matter what. Like the kitty cat. There's a cat now in my life, which is a trip. Good kitty cat. And yeah, just fuck. I just had no idea, you know, that the near-death experiences, the yoga, all that would take me to just connect with. To be honest, full on, I just feel like the only thing that's going to protect me is Jesus Christ. You know, these books or whatever, I don't even have a name. Maybe Jesus of Nazareth. I don't even know. I don't know if I want to start going to church. I don't feel comfortable in those environments. This is like a church for me. And the surfing and just being out here in nature. And when Chirp Chirp comes and hangs out, when the that was crazy. See me jump. When the kitty cat is hiding out, you know, it's like I get to hang out with the bird. It's a little wren, a house wren. But yeah, I'm not doing any of this for my ego. I think a lot of people, you know, connect that to it, and it's just like, no, I'm an artist and I need to create art and share it because I don't have anybody to share it with. I'm all by myself out here. It's made me strong as fuck, though. I don't know, we're not supposed to say those words on YouTube, but you realize YouTube's not going to play my videos anyway, so it's like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. I'm at the point where it's like, you know, I don't care to show that this is, I built this and this is, you know, where I'm gonna make the rest of my life. I want to invite some people that are into this same stuff to like communicate with me, leave comments, you know, like, let's make some rad stuff together, you know? Like, dude, it's all we have. And if we don't band together and teach each other stuff and barter and like share, like shout out to Mike Festiva. He's helped me more than anything. Soon I'm going to get to weld. Maybe I'll go do a video with him. I'd like to trade him more music. That's what we've done. It's like I just give him music. He puts it on his awesome videos. And when it shows me his videos on the YouTube, I get to click on them. I don't know why it doesn't show me his. Like, he's got a couple 100,000 people following. But I'm conscious of it. I can't get over 800 and something. I really don't care. It's just, if you know other people that are like me, share these videos with them. Show them and be like, hey, you're not alone, man. There's this dude who lives way out at the end of the earth who basically was like, since a kid, had the same idea as the guy in the Into the Wild movie. But, I mean, I even spent time with Leonard Knight, and I was doing a documentary on my life, and then that movie came out. So, I don't know. I'm going to try to write a book, just all of it. But, I want to show everybody that you're capable, because I'm from the suburbs, you know? Like, I was born in Seattle, Washington, and then my parents moved to this little town north of there, and there used to be cows there, and now it's just it's a giant shopping mall and convention center and all that jazz. So it's like, but yeah, I've never used I've never used any of these power tools, so I'm gonna plug them all in. We're running on our own generated power, which is awesome. So, and today I ate deer meat that I got from Tim, who I'd met on the Facebook, and I mixed it with all the different sauerkraut that I've been making. It's some of the best sauerkraut I've ever had. And, you know, I worked in so many restaurants. I used to work in the Sheraton, San Diego, across from the airport. I did every job you could ever imagine at that place, and I learned so much from the chefs. There was this chef, Pierre. He taught me all sorts of jazz. Kendall and I would go down to Mexico, and we would bet on the horses and the college basketball games. And one time I won like what would have been $700, but this was back when I drank all the time, and I threw the ticket away. We would ride our bikes across to Caliente, and they would have us come back across, and they were actually, whoever was in charge of the operation was smuggling heroin inside these bicycle tires. Like they'd have us ride these kids' bikes back. So you'd see all these grown men, and if you placed your bet before noon, they would let you ride this bike back. So you didn't have to go in the regular line and wait. And so people were like, had no idea. And then years later, they got in trouble for it. It was Caliente. And so, yeah, I just want to share some of those stories of the crazy stuff. Everybody's like, write a book. But I don't know where I'll be able to even show it. It sure would be neat if the Instatron following would come over to the YouTube. But I just, man, after being kicked out of the Gmail and all the other stuff, I really don't know how to get this stuff out there to people. So I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing my best every single day. And yeah, I'll post more of these. Tomorrow, maybe I'll get to surf. That'd be cool. But if I don't get to surf, look, I got my great grandpa all of his old mason tools. He was a stone mason from Wales, like a slate mason. And I've been cleaning up all the tools with vinegar. And that's why I got this thing. Actually, the buffer. And I'm going to put these wheels, these things on the end of it and start fixing a lot of stuff. And then I also got an auto parts cleaner, like a giant one from the Andersons, because West End Auto got rid of a bunch of stuff because they closed down. They were there from like 1800, basically, it seemed like forever, you know. But my friend Joshua, he told me that Rory's one of the kids that opened a shop. So I just am so grateful for Forks. Like, I don't live in Forks. I live outside of town. But that place saved my life. Like, it fully saved my life. It got me out of the city. Everybody embraced me when I first got here. I had to make wedding videos because I've been doing, you know, I worked as a key grip on the thrift shop video. And that was when I took this job out here through AmeriCorps. My sister had worked for AmeriCorps. I didn't even know what that was, but I knew that you could go to really rural places and they needed people to help out with stuff. So the crazy thing was I spoke enough Spanish from working in all the kitchens down in San Diego and surfing and going to Mexico a lot. So I did an interview and they had me work at the preschool, which is crazy because it comes full circle to where what I'm realizing my trauma was as a kid was the house at Pooh Corner and all this other stuff. So that was the gnarliest job I ever did. There were 56 different kids, and I was like an assistant. So I was with the autistic kids, and basically like me, and we would go and spend time at the water table, and I just wonder like how some of those kids have turned out, you know, because it was me and 6 teacher ladies, and yeah, I would get home at like 3 o'clock and just go to sleep sometimes because I was exhausted from what the energy was. All I can feel is energy. And so I could see that some of these kids were coming from really traumatic experiences like what I had grown up in, which I wasn't even aware of until recently. And all the memories are coming back. So it's like, it's crazy. My best friend in town, well, one of them, Hugo, Lucas, his little brother was like one of the raddest kids in the class. His name was Brian, and I think he's like 18 or 19 now. I think he smokes weed too, like how you know, a lot of us that grow up in those hectic environments turn to that, and it's really nice to not be, just to be totally sober right now. It's insane. It's like the craziest drug you could ever do. And I would like to talk about when I did this crazy mushroom trip down in San Diego with my friend Fester. So I'm going to just start, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to ramble on. There's different words for it. It's not rambling. It's just explaining what I experienced in this life. Because it's been one heck of a go. And I want it to keep going. I want to see this other side of myself that I didn't know even existed. And there was a lot of distraction with the surf stuff and the music stuff that kept me away from this. And now I'm at this point where I have a couple structures, and I've been able to do it all off of no money, which it's like, it's just time to not be scared about it and show everybody. But I need your guys' support too, because I'm just alone, totally alone. And if I go down to my mom's house, it's crazy for me. It feels like the Matrix, you know, like tenfold. But I climbed the neighbor's apple trees, and I did the hardwood. And yeah, so later this week, I'm going to climb a regular tree, and we're going to go 100 and something feet up with the spikes that I got from Tim on Facebook. They're lineman spikes, but if I sharpen them up, I'm just climbing hemlocks. And then Tom, who's really the only other person who could hack it out here. I'm not talking shit on anybody, but it's like Tom gave it a solid go for a couple years. In the wintertime, it's really gnarly out here. And he left a bunch of old rigging stuff. And yeah, man, Tom Nelson, thank you. So for everybody that's been able to help me, especially like my dad and the people that, you know, you don't realize helped you, even though that it's been gnarly, and it's really hard to talk to those people these days. You got to understand that that was all part of the growth and the process. So as crazy as it is and gets, you know, dude, if I'm here, you can still be here. So there's my there's my ramble. And I might set up the fancy cameras. I don't know where the chargers are for the old school Canon 6D, but yeah, we'll give it a try. And maybe it's time to get a GoPro again. I got my camera for the being followed all the time thing, so yeah, I got that thing, but it doesn't really shoot the best stuff for if you're trying to put it on the ZooTube. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Man, we're all in this crazy experience together, so like, let's just finally be nice to one another. That would be awesome. It'd be really awesome. My heart would enjoy that. Am I putting on weight yet? I'm trying. Alright. See you later. See you right now. Thank you. There's more music coming down the pipeline too. Yeah.